I hope everybody's having a good day. Well, many Christians are anticipating the one world government and religion that the prophet John spoke of in Revelation. The truth is, these systems are already in place. All they need is an enforcer and the rule of law to give them power to actually control the world. Today I'm going to show you information straight from a Catholic website that exposes what went into forming this religious organization. You won't want to miss this. John said, "Then I stood on the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rising out of the sea. Now the beast which I saw was like a leopard, his feet were like the feet of a bear, and his mouth like the mouth of a lion. The dragon gave him his power, his throne, and great authority. And all the world marveled and followed the beast. So they worshipped the dragon, who gave authority to the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, 'Who is like the beast? Who is able to make war with him?' It was granted to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and authority was given him over every tribe, tongue, and nation. All who dwell on the earth will worship him, whose name have not been written in the Lamb's book of life." Well, make no mistake about it, attempts to bring about a one-world religion have been made for many, many years. We see the Pope courting all the religious leaders of the world in an effort to bring them all under the umbrella of the Catholic Church.
Religious history was made in Abu Dhabi last year when the document on human fraternity was signed by Pope Francis and Dr. Ahmed al-Tayeb, the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar. It called for tolerance, universal peace, and the reconciliation of all faiths. Embodying this agreement, this year construction will start on a project called the Abrahamic Family House on Saadiyat Island. Due for completion in 2022, the site will house a church, a mosque, and a synagogue.
Finally, it seems the dream of a united religious organization, a one-world church, is about to come to fruition. Collaborating on it are Bishop William Swing, the Gorbachev Foundation, and many leaders of the Catholic Church. One of the long-standing goals of the New World Order finally seems within its grasp, a one-world church, and it's about to be born as the United Religious Organization, or the UR. Pounding out the details are leaders of the Catholic Church working through the ecumenical organization known as the World Conference on Peace and Religion. The formation of the URO was first revealed to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the signing of the United Nations Charter. Attending the service were representatives of all religions, as well as political and spiritual dignitaries too numerous to mention. You might wonder why a religious service was held to mark the founding of a political group. Well, it seems that the interfaith religion is now a must for important social or cultural events, especially those involving world figures, as this lends credibility to the concept of a one-world religion and a global community. Much like the UN, the United Religions Organization is meant to be for religions what the UN is for nations. It'll be a permanent gathering center where the world's religions engage in dialogue and action for the good of all life on the earth. Rather than the light of Christ, the UR will shine the light of the world's spiritual traditions into a world desperately needed. So the URO will attempt to bring accountability to the religious forum. We're on the threshold of the first global civilization, a spokesperson said, but there's no global access to the soul. I think that as we become one global unit, we have to find where religion is in regard to our global tribe. This thinly veiled threat is that those who do not subscribe to the profound belief of global religion will be held accountable by the World Religious Authority, the UR, for causing disunity and strife. This sounds a lot like our Disinformation Governance Board. The belief that our age is reversing the Noah story where water drowned people. Now the world is drowning in people. The water shortage will tell us when the flood has begun. Occult beliefs and the UN's anti-population stance are, of course, standard requirements for any would-be citizen of the New World Order. It's the standard save the planet trope. Two early collaborators, the Gorbachev Foundation and the World Conference on Religion and Peace, hosted an interfaith summit in San Francisco. Its theme was the world's religions and the emerging global civilization. Its goals were 1. To examine the points of resistance to the concept, and 2. To create a process leading to a UR charter writing conference. One point of resistance examined was fundamentalism. No shock there. New Ager Robert Mueller, who was a former UN Assistant Secretary General, declared that fundamentalism's inflexible belief systems play an incendiary role in global conflicts. Peace will be impossible, he said, without the taming of fundamentalism through a united religion that professes faithfulness only to the global spirituality and to the health of the planet. More importantly, as articulated by the very influential medium and futurist Barbara Marx Hubbard, they are seen as holding back the progress of the New World Order and the evolution of the universe towards godhood, an evolution that can only take place under conditions of peace. Hubbard has actually threatened fundamentalist and Orthodox Catholics with extinction. Communism has long been involved in forming the one-world religion. In fact, communism has been promoted as the basis for a one-world religion and world unity. Communists have been attending international interfaith conferences for years, even back when they were considered the enemy. Documents that govern this UR say that spiritual renewal can come about if people embrace the ethics underlying the world's religions. It takes the platforms of justice and peace, women's rights, environmentalism, and tolerance of vice and sin, and turns them into humanistic commandments that replace the Ten Commandments. The UR promotes global rather than national citizenship. In other words, it promotes a one-world government. The primary goal of the united religion is peace without the Prince of Peace. A world tired of warfare will eagerly follow anyone who promises peace. It doesn't look like the UN will produce peace anytime soon, so the torch has been passed to religion. The hidden agenda, however, is to unite people under one religion so they will peacefully accept the one world government. Understated is their hope that Christianity, which is the real target of all this activity, would finally be destroyed peacefully by indifference. True Christians must avoid being drawn into this satanic invention. The first lie is introduced by the stolen Christmas card greeting, "Peace on earth, goodwill to men." They will say peace and security, instead receive sudden destruction. The second lie is that religions are responsible for wars and strife. And the third and the most insidious lie is that uniting religions will bring peace. Only observing true Christianity would bring peace. Moreover, this one world religion with the occult religion of Satan, a murderer from the beginning, is no good thing. It will result in a bloodbath, a common fruit of paganism, as history would attest. The Antichrist will present himself as a messenger of peace and security, a reference to 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3, and will be precisely the one who terms himself the establisher of world peace. It seems that the United Religions Organization could be the Church of the Antichrist. Its eminent establishment is according to the plan New Age leader Alice Bailey laid out and meticulously followed, and said in 1919 that the Church Universal, a union of occultism, Masonry, and Christianity, will appear towards the close of this century. So as we can see, a lot is being done towards creating this one world religion. This has been going on for many, many years. This is nothing new. The problem is it's coming closer and closer to fruition as we see this building of this Abrahamic thing over in the Middle East, and plans to build more of them in other areas. And so I would say that Rapture Watch is definitely on, that we need to be ready, that we need to be saved and ready for the Lord to take us up, because we do not want to be left here for the Great Tribulation. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you in a while.